All set.
Okay, I'd like to call the meeting of the Department of Public Works of the meeting held on 9/15/2025. It is now at 5:08 PM. I'd like to call the meeting to order. And I'd also like to ask anybody in the audience that is recording this meeting, seeing none, we will continue on. The first item on the agenda is for the introductions. Obviously, I'm Bruce Fenney, Superintendent of Public Works. I have joining me this evening from Berkshire Design Group is Doug Cyril. We are here to present and discuss the Heritage Park redevelopment project with a particular focus on the environmental impacts on the proposed work. This meeting is being held as part of the town's notice of intent and is required under the MEPA, the Massachusetts Environmental Policy Act, to ensure public transparency and to provide any opportunity for community input. Tonight, we'll be walking through the scope of the project, reviewing anticipated environmental considerations, and answer any questions that you may have. We greatly appreciate your time and interest in this important project. We look forward from hearing your feedback. So thank you. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mr. Cyril from Berkshire Design Group.
Thank you, Bruce. My name is Doug Searle. I work with Berkshire Design Group. Myself, Berkshire Design Group, and Epsilon Associates are partnering with the town of East Long Meadow to help put together plans for the improvements of Heritage Park, including Blackman Pond. The park is located on North Main Street, also known as Route 83, in East Long Meadow, and the northern border of the park borders the city of the existing conditions of the park include two paved areas and associated roadways that total approximately 1.5 acres. There are three sports fields totaling approximately 6 acres, a playground, dog park for small and large dogs, a walking paths throughout the southern portion of the park, and some informal paths in the northern portion of the park, a small covered pavilion and seating areas scattered throughout the park. Blackman Pond has an outlet, is located on the southern end of the park, and their outlet structure, which runs under North Main Street, was recently replaced. There's significant sediment accumulation, turbidity, and an aerator is required, and the pond is used for recreational fishing. There are several photos of existing conditions here, views looking north, the existing pavilion and picnic table, other seating areas, and agility amenities within the dog park, the Welcome to Heritage Park sign at the main entrance. This is the fifth photo is looking south into the park with the dog park on the right and the pavilion in the distance on the left. And the last photo in the bottom right is the existing culvert along the main drive into the park. Another set of photos. This is a memorial sign made of red sandstone that's looking west across the southern portion of the park, a view looking along the west side of the pond, a view of again of the pond, kind of looking across the southern side, looking east. This is a drainage seep in the bottom left corner that's coming in on the northern side of the pond. Second, Welcome to Heritage Park sign that is on the eastern side of the site, and a second culvert that exists coming in from the eastern side of the park, just south of the playground. The park itself is approximately 55 acres, and most of it is tree covered, forested, and there are essentially two resource areas. There's bordering vegetated wetland, and then land underwater, which is the Blackman Pond, that is located to the south. Wetlands total approximately, I think, about 15 acres. And the pond itself is roughly 4 acres of the site. The plans to improve the park include widening the existing roadway and additional connections to parking areas, additional parking, 4 new multi-sports fields, 4 new multi-use sports fields, 3 basketball, including 3 basketball courts, and 1 large multi-use playing field for soccer and lacrosse, field hockey, and a new playground and splash pad, a new band shell that'd be on the north side of the pond, and improved walking paths throughout the park and additional seating areas. Again, zooming in on the southern portion of the park along North Main Street, which is where a majority of these amenities would be taking place. Starting at the north, there's a new play field for soccer, cross, and field hockey. That's within the just within the edge of the buffer zone, and which is shown in this sort of light green color outside of the light blue. And then further to south is the existing field. The proposed road would drive up past the existing field up to the new field. And just below where I'm moving the mouse is where the main new culvert is proposed, where the road is proposed to be widened. A new connection of a widened road would pass a series of new parking spaces and a new maintenance garage and restroom facility following this road to the east. It would cross a second culvert. That would be a new culvert that then connects to the existing parking lot along the east side next to baseball, softball fields. In that location, there's also a walking path that is proposed along the edge of this pond here. It's a small sort of white line at this scale that runs around the park and connects with the existing sidewalk. In this location here, there is the splash pad and playground next to the existing pavilion that is widened with an exterior concrete pad next to the pavilion and various plantings to help with enclosure. And along the edge of the pond, there are new proposed seating areas to improve views of the pond and access into the park. On the far west side, there are 3 basketball courts that are proposed, and then 3 new youth fields that are proposed in the location currently of the existing dog park. An NOI was submitted for this project, and for work that is being done for the most part in the buffer zone. Also, work is necessary within Blackman Pond, and separate permits were filed for with MEPA for the excavation of sediment within the pond itself to improve its water holding capacity and to stabilize the eroding bank around the pond, as well as remove invasive species that are growing along the bank, the embankment of the pond. So those again, the main goal of work for pond improvements are new bank stabilization plantings that would occur along the west side in various pockets here, both to offer stabilization and to balance community access for fishing and for views of the pond. And various plantings along the north side and to stabilize the seep inlet, two seep inlets on the north areas here. And then on the east side, there's improved stabilization, improved plantings along the bank, as well as areas for fishing and access just to the pond's edge. The center area is proposed to be dredged approximately 12 inches in depth to remove sediment from that area. This is essentially that the pond would be dewatered and approximately 4,000 cubic yards of sediment would be removed. And if there's additional questions, DPW could be reached out to discuss some of the specifics of this. This is a suggested sequencing of the dewatering plan. Essentially, the wetland resource impacts are approximately a small loss of 1,600 square feet of bordering vegetated wetland, which would there'd be replication of 1,600 square feet of embankment that would be improved using straw wattles, coir logs, and live stake plantings along the embankment. This is detail number one here, showing a stabilization planting with coir logs and live stakes, and the second detail is showing the embankment using a straw wattle erosion control barrier at the basin of the slope, and what it would look like after it has been seeding and native plants are established along the bank. Essentially the stormwater management, the new parking lot to the south would have additional treatment, storm scepter treatments to catch and filter total suspended solids. The basketball courts would be treated for total suspended solids, and redevelopment of the existing parking lots to improve their catchment of runoff directed to sediment forebays and rain gardens. Detail number 7 shown here in this photo is an example of a rain garden within the proposed project. Thank you very much, and that is the overview of the improvements of Heritage Park. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doug. I appreciate that. So other than that, on our agenda, we have other business. We don't have very many people here, so I'm going to move on for closing statements from the Department of Public Works. On behalf of the Department of Public Works and the Berkshire Design Group, I wanted to thank you all for making the time to attend tonight's meeting and share your input. Your feedback, an important part of MEPA process, and will help guide the town as we move forward with the Heritage Park redevelopment project. We are committed to ensure this project not only improves the park for our community, but also respects and protects the surrounding environment. If you have any additional comments and or questions after tonight's meetings, please don't hesitate to reach out to me at the DPW office. Thank you all again for your participation, and we look forward to working with you together as this project continues. Thank you.